Morning, good morning. So I'm back with another good one. I'm back with another good one. Yes, I am. I'm back with another good one. Yes, I am. Back with another good one. Yes. So, listen. I need for us to listen. I need for us to listen clearly with mind, body, and soul. But more of your soul, right? More of your soul. Why? It's because this is really important for us. This is really important for us to listen to our soul, our spirit, and our mind. I know a lot of things are going on, but the last thing that we should do is crash out. Crash into each other, crash into objects, crash into things that we cannot see with our eyes. These things are set up for your demise and our demise as what? As we progress through change. I need for you to understand that this is a filter that's going on amongst us. It's only a filter. And I need for you to stay 10-toed down. You understand what I'm saying? I need for you to tap in. Tap into your spirituality. Tap into your thoughts and understand it and realize what's going on. In my thumbnail, you see crash out. You see a person like this. They can't take it no more. You see jail. You understand what I'm saying? You see organ donor, right? You see what? You see this entity and those that's lurking in the shadow in order to get you. If you do not crash out, you are disrupting this sick, barbaric, devil, demon mindset path that it is setting up for our demise. The objective is to starve you out. It's to starve us out. You understand what I'm saying? With hunger and dehydration. I need for us to understand this. I need for you to understand this because it is important for you and your family and loved one. Your children need you. Your wife needs you. Your children mother needs you. Your family needs you out here. We do not need you in these plantations going to see the judge, going to see the jury, and being locked up in these concentration camps. We need you out here. We need you present. We need every able-bodied indigenous descendants of able to be present and to be active, right? Spiritually and mentally and physically. Everything is not physical. Do not crash out. Do not crash out. Because this is really important that you don't do that. I want you to hold on to your spirituality. This is what is going to get us through the beginning of the day, the middle of the day, and the end of the day. There are those, are we going to bond together and we're going to do what? We're going to connect together to feed our community, to put food in your house. You think we just going to up and leave? And I know most of the movement is going on. You do not leave your city. You stay 10 toes down in your city. Hold yourself down. Hold your city down. Change is coming. Change is coming. All we got to do is do what? What the Creator says in scriptures. Yeah. What did he say in scriptures? Yeah. What did he say in scriptures? This is chapter 9:4, verse 1 through 8. 1 through 8. Chapter 9:4, verse 1 through 8. And let's read it in Arabic, right? Let's read it in Arabic. Let's read it in Arabic. What the Creator says. I know it's a difficult time, but I need for us to hold on. Let the Alpha Omega know that you are standing 10 toes down with him and that you're going to hold it down and you don't crash out. Do not crash out because it's only a trap. It is a trap. It is a trap. It is a trap. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ووضعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. We have not extended thee thy breast, and removed from thee thy burden, then which did guide thy back, and raise high esteem in which thou art held. So rarely with every difficulty there's relief. Rarely with every difficulty there is relief. Therefore then thou art free from thou immediate task, still labor hard, until thou, Lord, turn all thou attentions. With every difficulty there's ease. With every difficulty there's ease. With every difficulty there's ease. And the difficulty may be a month, may be 2 months, may be a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. You still hold down and let the Alpha Omega know that you do what? That you have patience and perseverance through the face of difficult and hardship and obstacles. And I guarantee you, whether you non-Muslim or Muslim, right? And at this particular time, you don't believe in certain teachings, and you do believe in certain teaching, there will be what? There will be what? Met with rewards in the end for all of ABEL descendants. This is an actually true fact. This is a true fact right here, right? And I'm going to read, right, some footnotes. It says, the prayer of Moses, peace and blessings be upon him. The prayer of Moses, peace and blessings be upon him. The breast is symbolized, right? It symbolized the seat of knowledge and the highest feeling of love and affection. The treasure house in which are stored the jewels of that quality of human character. Use your character. Use your character. Use your character, right? And meaning your character is what? To stand on business, to stand on loyalty, to stand on respect, to stand on the worship of the Alpha Omega, the Almighty. That's right, the Creator. And elevate so that he could become what? Merciful to all of his creation. Once you stand on business, once you stand on respect, the same thing that ABEL did. He stood on business. He stood on respect. He stood on loyalty. He didn't backdoor the Creator like this entity, right? And like Canaan, right? And like his mother Eve, and like Adam. He the only one that stood on business. And he was the one, right? ABEL. And he was the one, ABEL, is the one that kept the human being alive. This is an actually true fact, right? Such a nature could afford to ignore the lower motive of ordinary humanity, which caused shameful attacks to be made on him. Its strength and courage could also bear the burden of grinding work, which it had to do is what? Denounce sin, subduing it, and protecting the almighty creation, right? Which is us, from this oppression. See, people oppress you, meaning oppression is here. But if you let the Alpha Omega know, the Alpha Omega, the Lord up above, that you can stand on business, all of these things that which is plagued on us in this life, right? In this life, in this present, in this modern day life, which is leading thousands and thousands of us down a dark, dark path. If you show him, he's going to remove all of the oppression and depressions and traumas and suffering that was placed upon us from the past and present and future. That's right. right? So, then he said after the task, after doing these certain things, right? After what? Right? Holding on. Difficulty. And then relief is going to come. Whatever difficulty, there's relief. After holding on this, right? After holding on this, he says still labor hard. Still keep up the fight. Do not become reluctant and relax. Right? Because you produce what? You cultivate and do what? Now it's time to what? Produce your horrors. And horrors, your what? Your struggles. Your difficulties and everything else, right? Then he said, indeed, a grievous burden for a man to fight singly hand against sin. But the Alpha Omega sent his grace and aid, and the burden is removed. And then he could work into joy and triumph in the service of the true Creator. You see that? When the burden is removed from you, because it's going to be removed. This is a test. Whether you want to believe it or not, this is a test. And the individuals that's doing this, right, and occurring this test, which is the sick, barbaric devil demon that you cannot see with your eyes, that put forth to do his dirty work, right, is going to see if you can withstand what? Crashing out. To see if you're going to run into stores and everything else, which is a trap for you to do what? To be locked up, to issue new laws, right? To issue the National Guard and everything else that is against you and I. But you have to hold it down. You have to hold it down. Physically, mentally, spiritually. We need every able-bodied what? Indigenous descendants of this earth and of America and able descendants to hold it down. To hold it down. Whenever difficulty or trouble are encountered by men, the Alpha Omega, the Creator, the Almighty, always provide a solution, a way out, a relief, a way to lead to ease, happiness. If we only follow his path and show faith and patience and well-doing, the solution or relief does not merely come after the difficulty, it is provided with it. So when you're going through difficulties and hardship, right, that in itself is the relief. It's the relief of going through these pain and suffering and obstacle. Is right around the corner. Do you understand that? It goes hand in hand. So maybe that as a nation and as a civilization, to remove evil, to remove and rid what? Generational curses upon us, to uplift it, to do what? To bring about light upon us, to bring about what? Our land that was stolen years and years and years ago, and that we became indoctrinated and debased and oppressed and depressed and everything that's going on. So don't crash out. Do not crash out. Stick together, bond together. If you got 20 apartments, load the apartments up with food. Make it happen. But don't commit no crime, because it's going to be what? It's going to be your demise in the end. And we need every able-bodied male of able descendants is to stand on business, to stand on loyalty, to stand on patience and persevere through difficult and hardship. This is a spiritual battle. This is a spiritual battle. This is a spiritual battle. Do not crash out. Do not crash out. Help is around the corner. Help is around the corner. And I want everyone to realize that and understand that and recognize that, coming from a spiritual realm, coming from what? A realm that's going to guide us in this life and in the next. That's right. That's right. It's going to guide me and you out of the darkness, out of the confusion, out of the madness, to get you to crash out, to get you to crash out. Hold on. Hold on. It's there. It's there. Difficulty, For in the mala usri usra, in the mala usri usra, wherever difficulty there's ease, wherever difficulty there's ease. That's right. Denounce the sin. Denounce this beast. Denounce it. Something that you can't see with your eyes, this entity that's setting us up for destruction, murder, death, kill, so they can bring forth law and order and rid us. That's right. Hold it down. Hold it down. Hold it down. Pace. And this is part 1.